This is Today's Talk Season 2, where we meet people, create memories, and explore opportunities every Tuesday and Thursday of the week.
Get my visa grant.
Yes.
I remember that day. I really remember that day.
Hi guys, this is Mika, and you are watching another episode of Today's Talk, where we meet people, create memories, and explore opportunities every Tuesday and Thursday of the week. If you have been planning to go abroad on a student visa and you are particularly looking for your study options in Melbourne, Australia, then this episode is perfect for you. Guess what? Our guest today was previously an Infinity client. I'm excited as you are, so now let's welcome our school representative from Blue Lotus College and AABT College. Alright, so again guys, as mentioned earlier, we have our guest from AABT and Blue Lotus College, and he is actually one of our previous clients at Infinity, so I'm very excited to do this episode with him. He is here with me now. Hi Angelo, good afternoon.
Hi Mika. Hi everyone. I'm Angelo from AABT College. What I do there is I'm actually the sales and marketing executive there. So yeah, let's do it.
Alright, so as mentioned earlier, you are once our client at Infinity. So,
That's right.
You know kung paano yung experience of becoming an international student in Australia. And based on your experience and as a representative now of AABT College, and you studied at BLC,
Yes.
Blue Lotus College.
Yes.
So can you tell us more about your schools?
I actually just graduated on Monday last week.
Wow, congratulations.
Thank you. That was on September 22. So I graduated, and then it feels surreal, graduating and finishing your studies, knowing that you have started way back during the planning and everything.
Yeah.
And I was glad that Blue Lotus College was there, Infinity was there, so all the coordination was there. So I'm really glad to be there. And now I'm getting students on board both schools. So yeah, it's good to be here in this position.
Yes, and we're very happy to do this episode because, guys, that's part of our commitment to make sure that our clients are up for success. And as you can see, Angela here is a proof of the work that we do at Infinity. So talking more about the schools that you represent, Blue Lotus College and AABT College, can you tell us more about the programs that you offer for international students?
Okay, so let me start first with AABT College. So AABT College, what makes them different is that we have courses like accounting, business, human resource, hospitality, and IT or information technology. So in those courses, we do have IT and cookery as we do evening classes in those courses. And aside from that, we do have a graduate diploma of management course that we run for 2 years. And normally, most of the schools, they only offer it for like 1 year. But for us, we do it for 2 years. So next, let's talk about Blue Lotus. So Blue Lotus, they also have the same courses like accounting, business, some leadership courses, healthcare like aged care, and also IT. And now they also have advanced diploma in civil construction, which is really good because a lot of the companies in Australia are actually looking for those trade graduate students.
All right. So those courses actually, guys, that were mentioned by Angelo are very in demand for international students, specifically those coming from the Philippines, because these programs actually lead you to a very promising career.
That's right.
Because of course, information technology, we are now in a digital age. So yung demand for IT professionals is really high. And also for the aged care, that's one of the most valued sectors in Australia.
That's right.
And also civil construction design. And for those of you who would like to pursue business courses, specializing in business, leadership and management, accounting as well. So they have that option for you. So ang dami nilang pwedeng i-offer.
Yes.
So these programs are delivered in your Melbourne campus, right?
Yes.
So can you tell us more about Melbourne for those na gustong-gustong mag-aral sa Melbourne, Australia?
Okay. So one of the reasons why I chose Blue Lotus is actually because it's in Melbourne. And Melbourne, if you think about it, or if you have seen Melbourne, it kind of looks like New York. So you have that New York feels. And aside from that, coffee culture is really great in Melbourne. And I have tasted their coffees and it's great. And that's
best
true.
ba talaga siya?
Yes, it's
best ba talaga?
It's better. Medyo biased din slight, But yeah, it's really good. It's a good way to spend time with your friends as well. You know, and because there's a lot of cafes there.
Yes.
And aside from that, great campus locations in Blue Lotus and in ABT. So in Blue Lotus College, they have two campuses. They have campus in Elizabeth Street, which is close to Queen Victoria Market. That's a very famous market. They also have one in Swanston, which is close to Flinders Street, which is also the oldest train station in Melbourne. And then we also have ABT College, which is close, which is in Lonsdale, and it's close to Melbourne Central, the famous shopping mall in the heart of Melbourne. So these locations are really accessible to a lot of international students, considering that there are a lot of apartments and places to stay in Melbourne. So it's a good location.
Okay, because I also was able to travel to Melbourne in 2023. And while you are talking about these locations, I can remember my experience, and it was a good one. Very touristy yung vibe sa Melbourne. Ang daming mga shoppers, ang daming mga tourists. And this speaks a lot about the opportunities waiting for them in Melbourne. So based on your experience as an international student, kumusta ang job market?
So for part-time, there's a lot of companies, you know, offering these jobs. But lucky enough, I was able to grab an opportunity to work. And you can work like 48 hours in those companies. And yeah, it should be good.
Right. So as a student, guys, you are allowed to work legally for 24 hours per week. So 48 hours per fortnight. Yeah. So that's a good thing for you if you wanted to get the experience and as well as earn money while you are studying. And also during your scheduled breaks and holidays, you are allowed to work full time.
Yes.
Right. So, based on your experience as an international student, kumusta po yung community in BLC? And also as a representative now of AABT, kumusta yung environment sa mga schools na to? Will Filipinos feel welcome when they study in these schools?
I love this question actually because I do get a lot of questions regarding diversity community there in AABT and in Blue Lotus. So I have seen, you know, a lot of diversity in both schools because we have students coming from Nepal. Number one, Nepal because it's owned by a Nepalese, which is Rajesh. Second, we have students from Vietnam, Indonesia, Colombia, and Mexico, and of course Filipinos. So I would say like most of my classmates in Blue Lotus College were actually Filipinos. So I would say that as a Filipino, you don't feel in a way lost. Yeah. Because, you know, that's one of the questions when you take on this role or when you take on this risk. You don't see your family often. Yes. And you're going to be alone. Lucky enough if you have your partner, but if you're alone there, it's kind of like it's going to be like a new start, a new life. But don't worry, you will have new friends. And most of my Filipino friends there are really, really accommodating, and we try to support each other. So it's it's good.
Alright, so speaking of support, because that's one of the things na binavalue ng mga international students when they go abroad to study. Ano yung mga assistance na provide ng school sa mga international students when it comes to, for example, well-being, like mental health and all that, also the part-time. So what are the support available?
Alright, so let's talk first about, I would say accommodation, okay. So first, in accommodation, to be honest, in AABT College and in Blue Lotus, we don't have a standard program, you know, offering this to students. But the thing is, since I am there and I know a lot of Filipinos, we can actually connect and help you guys to find accommodation, to give you recommendations on where to stay.
Yes.
And since Filipinos are going to Australia, we do have a community group called Pinoys in Melbourne. And I'm pretty sure some of our viewers are maybe familiar of it already because they have probably researched about it. So Pinoys in Melbourne actually is a group of all, not just international students, but all the Filipinos who are in Melbourne are in there. So whenever you would look for accommodation, you would find, you know, proactive people posting accommodation supports and everything. So for well-being in AABT and in Blue Lotus College, we conduct it's kind of like fun fusions where we celebrate our communities together. And actually just last month, in August, we celebrated fun fusion, cultural fun fusion, not just for Filipinos but for everyone. So we had our Filipinos were able to wear their own like Filipinianas, you know, and our fellow Filipinos were able to dance in their own way. I don't think being lost or being lost would be an issue there.
All right. And how about in finding part-time work? Do you also assist students on that one?
All right. So in part-time jobs in Blue Lotus and in AABT College, we have 100% placement to make them job ready.
Okay.
But after that, some of these companies actually absorb these students and they get to work with them part-time. And they give them, you know, those opportunities to work in 48 hours. We do have like partnered with, let's say for hospitality, we have partnered with like 30 restaurants. For aged care, we have partnered with 11 or 12 partners, companies that would really give you that opportunity. So it's good.
All right. So na-mention ni Angelo about work placement. That's the industry placement, which is a very important component of your program, especially if you are pursuing courses like commercial cookery, mga ganyan, because when you do your skills assessment, later on for your graduate visa, you would need that hours of your work placement for you to successfully pass your skills assessment and for you to become a chef.
Yeah, that's
in
right.
Australia.
And just to, you know, this is for the viewers, you might wonder what work placement is. It's actually just like OJT in the Philippines.
Yeah, so
or on the job training.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Now you have that component in your programs and you have industry partners where you can place these students to do their practical training for them to be job ready.
Yes,
right.
That's right.
Okay, so a lot of information about AABT and BLC, but to summarize everything, what sets these schools apart from other education providers in Melbourne? Because there are plenty of educational institutions offering actually the same courses. So why should they enroll at AABT or BLC?
Okay, so first is that I would really recommend like ABT and Blue Lotus. It's because of the campus location. We have a great campus location. Second is that we have, let's say for ABT, we have 2 years of graduate diploma. Only a few schools are doing that. And third is that we have diversity in our schools. We have a lot of Filipinos. I would really like to highlight Filipinos since most of our viewers here are Filipinos. So yes, you won't feel lost in both of these schools because we are there. Filipinos are there. Fourth would be, it's, you know, we give 100% placements, and just to, you know, for the viewers, we actually have 95% satisfaction rate in Blue Lotus College. So that means, you know, our students are really satisfied. They love studying with us and they love, you know, going to the school and meet our students. And our trainers actually are very friendly, very accommodating, both academically and non-academically. And fifth reason is because I'm there.
Yes.
Because I'm there, because I'm supporting both schools, and because I'm a Filipino, and I will really help you. So I will support you in the best way as much as possible. So yeah.
All right. So one more thing before we end the initial part of the podcast is about the scholarships or any ongoing promos that you have for international students. Can you tell them more about that?
So in Blue Lotus and in ABT College, we do have promotions ongoing. So we have a promotion that we have lowered down our prices, and we also have a discount ongoing. So our discount, this is the same for both schools. So if you study a 1-year course, you will get 1,000 discount.
Okay.
$1,000 discount.
Yeah.
Yes, AUD. And if you study 2 years, you will get 1,500 discount. So what more can you ask for? You have promotions, like lower down tuition fees, and now you have your discounts. So it would really make a difference to what you would be paying. And we understand, you know, a lot of Filipinos may be struggling financially, but this is the help that we give to you guys, and we hope you can really, you know, take advantage of these promotions. And these promotions and discounts are only valid until December 31 this year. Okay. So if you're planning to go to Australia this year or next year, you can still enroll and, you know, sign up with us.
All right.
with the help of Infinity.
Yes. So if you're ready to get started with your journey going to AABT or BLC, then this is the right time for you guys to have your free consultation with our counselors, and we would be happy to provide you with more information. Thanks so much, Angelo,
Thank
for
you.
being part of this podcast. But of course, we will not let you go back to Australia without us doing the tea time. Okay, again, si Angelo is based before in the Philippines, but now he is representing AABT and PLC in Melbourne, Australia. But hindi natin siya pauwiin sa Melbourne na hindi niya ginagawa tong tea time na to. And I'm very excited to do this with him. So we have our 5 questions here, Angelo. All you have to do is pick one tea bag, and then I'll open it and see what the surprise question is.
Okay.
Ready to start?
Let's do it. Let's do
Please
it.
pick one, and then I'll open it for you. What's the tea? So tea number 1. Oh, this is very serious, but very, very relevant with the work that you do.
Okay.
So as a school representative, what has been the most challenging and fulfilling part of your work?
Okay. So let's start with the challenging part.
Yes.
So the challenging part of my role is that it's the current market that we have.
Yes.
But at the same time, I would say it's fulfilling because when you get those grants, when you get those
Yes.
students on board, when you get those enrollments going, you would feel success in a way that, oh, it's a rewarding experience because you have made someone else's life better.
Yes.
You have made that life-changing decision for that student or for that, of your fellow Filipino. So I would say those are the things. And
Yes.
it really makes, you work more and you get motivated.
Yeah. And actually, we're very proud of Angelo because look at where he is right
Yes.
now. From being one of
Yes.
our clients from Cebu
Yes.
office, he is now representing a school in Melbourne, Australia. So this speaks a lot of the work that we do at Infinity. We wanted to make sure that we assist our clients from enrollment, from actually consultation, right?
That's
Giving
right.
them a lot of options, and then enrolling them, assisting them with their visa application to making sure that they settle right when they arrive in Australia. So it's
and
very
I'm
good.
proud, very, very proud of representing Lotus and AABT with the help of Infinity. Again, I really remember during the seminars, I was there with Colleen, Sir
Yes.
Michael,
Yeah.
their owner and their boss. He was very accommodating, and they give you so much information that you don't feel overwhelmed, but you feel like you have a vision and you
Yes.
can take on steps with the help of them. So it's good. It's a good
Yes.
experience. So
Yes, I agree with that one. Same feels because every time we promote our schools, our partner schools like AABT and BLC, we are also very privileged to be able to do this job. And yeah, thanks so much for trusting Infinity.
you.
And yeah, next question. Second
All right.
question na. See,
Let's do it.
mabibilis lang yung mga
Okay,
questions. Wala namang nakakaiyak ata dito or
hopefully,
juicy questions, but okay. Oh, this might be a little sentimental for you. So, what's the most memorable firsts you've had since moving to Australia? So, looking back on your journey 2 years ago when you traveled to Melbourne, ano yung mga firsts mo na hindi mo makakalimutan?
I would say getting my first pay. I would never forget that. So when I got my first pay, I was able to say that, oh, this is what I really looked forward for. This is what I really worked for. And now holding it and then really, seeing it in my bank account, I was like, okay, this is the start of
Yes.
that life-changing choice. And eventually, you get those experiences, and then with your friends and family, and then
So anong shinaping ng isang Angelo with his first pay?
of course, shoes, because I love shoes. But yeah,
Napa-shopping ng shoes sa kanyang
napa-shopping
first
ng shoes
pay.
because by the way, for our viewers, shopping in Australia is really great.
Yes.
So you get a lot of discounts as well, a lot of promos in the stores that you don't really get
Yes.
much here in the Philippines. So, and if you want to experience that, then make that life-changing decision.
Yes. Mag-shopping sa Melbourne, magkape-kape ng
Kape-kape,
best
yes.
coffee in
Best
Melbourne,
coffee,
and
taste.
earn in AUD.
Yes.
Third question. What's the one thing you miss the most about home? So you're based in Cebu
Yeah.
before,
Yeah.
right? So ano yung namimiss mo about the Philippines, about Cebu? We actually love Cebu. If there's one city na I love going back to whenever we do events, it's Cebu because I just love the vibe in Cebu.
I know.
Para siyang Manila, yung
Manila,
landscape
that chill,
niya,
in a
but
way.
a chill vibe.
A chill vibe, yeah. I agree. So, what I really miss the most is really meeting with my family. It's kind of like those Sunday moments that you spend time with them. Although it's kind of like a routine, like, okay, you meet with them every Sunday, but it's actually those memories that really count, because when you are in Australia, you'll never know when you're going back, actually.
Yes.
Because sometimes you don't have the money to go back, or you don't have the opportunity because you're busy with your studies or your work. But now I have been given this chance to actually come back, so I'm really happy to be given a chance by AABT and the Lotus College to come back and meet my family again. So it's a rewarding experience, but yeah, sometimes you have to take that risk. You have to take that risk to really improve your life and the life of those around you.
Alright. So na-miss mo ba ang Cebu lechon?
Yes. I actually, when I came on just last week, immediately the first order of business was lechon.
Lechon.
Of course,
Favorite natin ang Cebu
you can't
lechon.
miss lechon.
Yes.
So,
especially when you're traveling to Cebu, it is a must.
yeah, you don't find that much in Australia.
In Australia.
You don't
Iba
really
pa din.
find it.
Iba pa din ang
din.
home. Iba
Yes.
pa din yung feeling na nasa...
And even if you find lechon or those favorite foods that you have here in the Philippines, even if you find it there, it's different when you eat it at home.
Yes.
At home, it's really different.
No place like home.
Of
Nothing
course.
feels like home.
Yes.
But of course, we would love to have the opportunity to travel to Australia. So if you guys are interested, then why not?
Why not? Why
Get
not?
started as soon as
Yes,
possible, right?
Of course.
So fourth question, Angelo.
Fourth question.
What's your favorite spot in Melbourne to just relax or hang out, and with who? Oh my...
Oh.
Merong with who na kasama. So,
Okay.
okay.
So in Melbourne, there's a lot of really good places to go to, because you have a lot of parks. You have basically everything there is really
Yes.
good. But maybe one thing that I really love to go is the Yarra River. So Yarra River, it's kind of like a place where there's a lot of skyscrapers, but at the same time you have a Melbourne River in a way, and then you can see a lot of like birds around. Basically, it's kind of like nature surrounded in skyscrapers.
Yeah.
So it's good because you can walk around, you can feel nature whenever you're stressed, and at the same time you can I can spend that time with my partner. Yes.
Guys, my partner siya. So,
Yes.
sa mga nanonood dyan,
Yes.
hindi siya single.
Yes. Taken tayo, guys. So, I also came to Australia with my partner.
Yes.
And just for the viewers, my partner is actually a student, a living testimony as well of Blue Lotus College. We applied together. We joined the same seminar with Infinity in Cebu. And then we had the same vision. And with the help of Blue Lotus and with Infinity, they were able to help make our dreams come true. So we're really grateful. And yeah, we really trust you guys with Infinity. And we highly recommend Infinity.
Right.
For you guys. Her name is Alyssa.
Hi, Alyssa, if you're watching.
Hello.
So yeah, they're both our students before 2023 when they got their visa approval, and look at where they are now, very happy with their Australian journey. And you could be one of those clients as well,
Yes.
who would have that amazing experience in
No
the land down
regrets.
under. Yeah.
No regrets. We really made
Yeah.
the right decision.
So malay nyo, kung umalis man kayo dito na single, pagdating nyo doon, may kasama na din kayo sa Yarra River.
That can happen.
Someone.
That can happen, yes.
We'll see. So
Lot of
not Angelo,
possibilities.
kasi taken na siya. Okay?
Yes. A lot of possibilities in Australia.
Right. Okay. So for the final question, Angelo.
All right.
Last one.
One more.
Yeah, one more. This one is very good because you can look back on your journey and then to where you are right now. So what advice would you give the future students who want to follow a similar path, becoming an international student, and eventually, being successful with whatever career they would like to pursue?
Okay, it's a good question because since I'm the living testimony of studying, I mean, let's not think about the school, but actually going, making that risk, making that decision to go to Australia, be an international student, work 48 hours per fortnight, and be away with family. I would say one thing I can say is that it's rewarding, it's fulfilling, and it's a life-changing decision. Although it's a risk, yes, it's a risk, but we do take risk every day in our lives. It's a really big risk that it can change your life. So, be open to change. Be open to whatever challenges may come to you, but don't forget to, trust in what you do, trust in yourself, and make that life-changing decision because it's an investment. It will really change your life.
Yes, and that's a very good advice because if you don't take the risk and if you don't do it now, then when?
Then when?
Right.
That's right. That's the big question. When?
Yeah, when? If not now, when? So anything else, Angelo, that you would like to share with our viewers? Again, thanks so much for being part of the Tea Time.
Yes.
And to end the podcast today, what can you say to those who are watching and those who are not yet decided on pursuing this path of becoming an international student?
Okay, so first of all, I would like to thank you, Mika, for this wonderful podcast.
Yes.
Before I came to the Philippines, I was watching your podcasts, and now I'm here, and it's good to be part of Infinity's podcast, and and it's also good to share my experience with you. So maybe I would also like to thank Sir Michael, Colleen, Miss Yvonne for accommodating me and for helping me get my visa grant.
Yes.
I remember that day. I really remember that day. And I would also like to thank, of course, our schools, AABT College and Blue Lotus College, Rajesh, Sammy, and all the other my fellow marketing people. So thank you so much for all your support. It's good to be here. It's good to be talking about my experience. And to all our viewers, if you wish to come to Australia and make that life-changing decision, visit any of your Infinity branches. So I guess you have branches nationwide.
9,
Yes,
9 branches across the Philippines for you guys to visit.
So they will be there for you guys and then support you in any way they can. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys.
All right. Thanks so much, Angelo. And again, if you are ready to get started with your Australian journey, then please feel free to book a free consultation with Infinity. We have 9 branches across the Philippines and expert counselors to guide you from enrollment all the way to getting your visa approval. So if you're ready to start, then we can't wait to see you and hopefully send you to AABT and also BLC. Again, thank you so much for watching this episode with Angelo. See you next time, guys.
Bye.
Have a good one.